Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So straight into the action. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Passing is crisp and sharp. He'll try from distance! He's got away with one there. Rijkaard gathers from the goal kick. Ibrahimovic. Kelantan, disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. That's rather hopeful.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
And the shot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Selangor with the corner, there first. Havertz can get it clear. And he's gone backward here. It's anyone's ball now. Van Basten touches it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Check sends that a long way. And this is Batistuta. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. First quarter of an hour gone. Rooney. Can he get it through? Now it's Ibrahimovic. Your impression so far, Jim?
Yeah, they've got a good grip on this game, now to turn it into a stranglehold.
Now, can they get him away? He is through here!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Marmoush is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Now that goes for a shot! It's in! What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Selangor have fired themselves in front.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And a chance! Well taken goal. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
And now he has two. Selangor are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Deflected behind for a corner kick.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Selangor have the chance to go the other way. And it's Rooney. Shevchenko. Rooney. And that is well cleared. They're back in possession and ready to go again. It's a pretty loose pass. Looking to play him in. Shot at goal! And that's a sharp finish. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's quick to return it. Selangor looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. And he welcomes it in.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Good ball over the top. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Spread out to the left. Now it's Shevchenko. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Threads one in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Passing nice and neat.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
A reprieve for the time being. Kimmich. Now it's Van Basten. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Spread it left. He's in plenty of space here. Bastoni gets it away. And the referee has signalled for half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Selangor are leading, but it is still delicately poised. It's 2-1. Back on the way then.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Cafu has created one goal already. Tries to pass it through. Rijkaard. And here's Batistuta. That has been slung wide. Now that's a lovely exchange. Rooney. Pass somewhat off target. That's going wide left. Roberto Carlos. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, that was coming, Peter. You know, he was on a final warning after all.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. So, a genuine chance to increase the lead. Marmouche! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Now it's Ødegaard. Can he get onto this? No, that's been intercepted. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Cafu. Now it's Van Basten. And it's Roberto Carlos.
The attendance for this
Ødegaard.
match was 29,950.
And it's Ødegaard. Batistuta. Oh, good effort! And yes, it's there! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and read it perfectly.
Selangor now in a position far more desirable.
You could certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
De Jong cuts it out. Oh, there's a probing ball. Cafu. Well, that looks a decent ball. That has ended up in no man's land. Roberto Carlos. Nicked it back promptly. Ødegaard. It's Roberto Carlos. Looking for options for movement. And he's stuck it away! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
But Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Is number 14, Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Just 1 in it now.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
He's found a way through. Ibrahimovic! And that could have brought them level.
Ibrahimovic was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop.
It's their second corner of the game. Cafu getting this one clear. Knocks it into space.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, it's Van Basten. Cafu. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And this is Rooney.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Oh, it's Batistuta. Rivaldo. Oh, super find. Now, can he find a finish? Here comes the cross. De Jong clears it away. Deftly away. And he's quick to snatch it back. Zanetti. And that was nowhere near his best.
Kelantan really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
2 minutes to be added on. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Shevchenko, and the counter is on.
Well,
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Selangor pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. Van Basten picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
This is just what we like to see.
Thoughts on what we've just seen?
well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game. Rijkaard! But he's left disappointed.
Rijkaard is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
That's gone for a throw-in. Tries to pass it through. In towards the back stick. Costa Curta is there, and he can get that clear. Rooney makes a dash for it.
Well, Wayne Rooney's role today will be crucial. We all know of his qualities as a goal scorer, but a lot's going to be expected from his creativity too. It's very rare for a striker to have such wonderful vision.
Yeah, he's a player whose performances always have an influence on the game one way or another.
Yeah, he's going to have to play the role of distributor, ball carrier and link man, and sometimes even track back. But he can do it all. He has an incredible work rate and an insatiable desire for victory.
Kimmich. So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Back towards the middle. Now it's Batistuta. Well timed, excellent interception. Cafu getting this one clear. Ødegaard. Selangor are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. Ødegaard looking to pass their way up the pitch. It's Roberto Carlos! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Selangor really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though. Selangor are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you go...
He's having a shot! He's delivered all right! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
Number 14, Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Kelantan have penetrated for the first time.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Played in by Roberto Carlos. And he's managed to get rid. Ibrahimovic. Oh, there's a probing ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Selangor are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. And here's Rooney. Nicely shapes to shoot! Kimmich.
Selangor are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Havertz. Now it's Shevchenko. Ibrahimovic. Well read, and the danger is averted. Kimmich. And the counter is on. Now it's Batistuta. Played into space. Van Basten. That's the keeper's ball.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His
shot at goal! It's a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Marmoush. Selangor are still behind as we reach out for half-time. And that is a little undercooked. Looking for the run, and that could set him on his way. Oh, that's fabulous. He's free, he has got space. Defending of the desperate variety. Shevchenko. And they can counter here. Marmoush. Knocks it into space. Oh, that should get the job done. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Closing in on goal. And this is... And the shot! It's a goal! A goal and a really telling moment. That is a super smooth goal. Beautiful manoeuvring of the ball. And splendid authority in the finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Just one in it now.
Oh, there's a
header! Oh, it's come off the upright. And it's Roberto Carlos! And he's there to get it away. And the referee has blown for half-time. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Great ball, and he's in here.
Batistuta really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
He has found a way through, and he's heaved it away. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. That's put paid to the danger. And here's Shevchenko, Ibrahimovic! Ødegaard. Now it's Batistuta. Roberto Carlos. Aims beyond the defence. He's got away. Roberto Carlos. Oh, well played. Deftly away. Now it's Rooney. Now that looks a decent ball. Great ball if he can get there. He's shifting through the gears here. Nicely shaped cross. And it's claimed by the keeper.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Oh, it's Rivaldo! Sensational from Rivaldo! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy!
The attendance for this match was 28,997.
A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Can he get it through?
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Thinks about the shot. Brilliantly cut out. Ødegaard. Kimmich. So what can they make of this? Ødegaard. He's in plenty of space here. Deftly away. Now it's Van Basten. And it's Kimmich. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Can he get onto this? Now it's Rooney. He's picked his way through. That's going across goal. Kimmich. Ødegaard.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now there's a... And the finish! It's hit the upright. And that's a good finish. Back within one. They have them in their sights again. Van Basten at his razor-sharp best there.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Delivers with whip.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Ødegaard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And here's Ødegaard. The final 5 minutes. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Omar Mamouche. Number 18, Van Basten. Coming on the field, number 24, Palmer. Number 13, Shevchenko.
So we have movement on both benches. Kimmich. Rijkaard.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Now it's Shevchenko. Not the most accurate pass.
Kelantan really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out.
Shoots! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Stoichkov deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Ødegaard. Coming on the field is number 17, Maradona.
That's a throw.
Four added minutes has been indicated.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Ibrahimovic, whose purpose now is to complete a hat-trick. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. And here's Shevchenko. Now it's Shevchenko. And they've got rid. Selangor have it back and can go again. And that is it. A real high-octane conclusion. Selangor perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the game plan for me just looked a little confused, and the crowd seemed to pick up on this early on, and it just created a kind of negative vibe around the whole stadium, and I think this performance was one best deleted from the memory bank now.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin along. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're very much on the way now.
Well, Peter, I look at this side and think to myself, who's going to make the difference? Well, there's only one answer, and it has to be Rivaldo. He's capable of producing some extraordinary moments.
Indeed. Offensively, I guess there's very little, if anything, missing from his game. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Shevchenko, ball in towards the middle. Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Well, that pass isn't the best. And this is Ibrahimovic. Cafu clears without hesitation. And it's Rivaldo. And he shoots! They've scored! The first significant strike.
Rooney really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Kimmich.
Selangor really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And here's Batistuta. De Jong. Distributed tidily. Cafu plays it in. No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Selangor are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Now it's Van Basten. Rivaldo, with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Marmouche. Great vision. He's being urged to shoot. And he can thump it away. Zanetti. Ibrahimovic! It's a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
And he's done it again, he's got his second. Kelantan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. A temporary retreat here.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Rooney, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Zanetti. Ibrahimovic. Oh, that's well spotted. Rijkaard. And it's Roberto Carlos. And here's Batistuta. And Batistuta! He's got a goal! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
Marmouche with the cross. The referee has given a corner. Selangor with the corner. They're first. And now they can spring out of defence. That's been cut out, well played.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Kimmich. Cafu. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Nicely shaped ball. And this is Ibrahimovic. Oh, shooting chance! It's in! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Kelantan go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for
He's going for goal! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great.
And it's half-time. So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
That's the first half then. A rocky start, to say the least. But that won't shake our spirits, will it?
So we're underway for the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. It's a searching pass. De Ligt makes the interception. And now they can clear their lines. Ibrahimovic is the guilty party there. Can he get on the end of this? Rijkaard calmly anticipates. Roberto Carlos. Marmoush. And here's Ødegaard. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Kimmich. This is a promising build-up. Great chance! And no mistake. Barely into the second half. And already it is heating up. What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Just 1 in it now.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Some really good ball movement. Oh, that's neat. That's a look and plays it forward. Rijkaard cuts it out. Cafu. And here's Marmoush. Looking for the run. Right, Shevchenko. That's been slipped through. It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it.
Well, that'll certainly improve their mood. All the talking, both tactical and motivational, in that half-time dressing room seems to have paid off for the moment, at least.
And it's Van Basten. And here's Batistuta. Now, can they get him away?
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Got nowhere to hide after that one. Oh, can he get onto this? Ødegaard, who does have an assist to his name. Cafu. And this is Batistuta. And that was very necessary. Selangor have their second corner now. Ødegaard goes short, has a look up and delivers, and that should get the job done. Kelantan are looking to go forward now. He's chosen to go back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
And here's Van Basten. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Zanetti. Marmoush. That's a little off target. Now it's Shevchenko. Oh, that's fabulous. Shevchenko. Havertz. Cross in, looks like a good one. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Corner number 2 then. Oh, greatly! It's hit the crossbar. And that really should have been that.
Well, for me, he seems to be playing with a lot more zest now. He does look the most likely to grab that second goal cushion.
He's looking wide. Looking to pass their way up the pitch.
Selangor really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
He's got away. Kimmich. Searching pass he's played there. Zanetti. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Rivaldo. He can run onto that. Marmoush. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Selangor very much running into the last chance saloon.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Just 5 minutes left.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
Goes for a shot! And a neat finish! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Oh, what is having a shot! And he hits the net! Deep into injury time! That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Substitution.
Time for a change in personnel. Selangor give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot.
Kelantan clearly now in lead preservation mode. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking? Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We are just getting started. And here's Ibrahimovic. Nice looking ball. Neatly clipped into space. Well, there's the clearance. Looking for options for movement. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Towering header! Goal!
Well, what a statement of intent. Who better to be the one to have the first say? A cracking opening to this game.
Certain, searing, and imperious.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Selangor are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And that is a little undercooked. It's Rivaldo! They've got to be quick to recover this.
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
And he's well positioned. Decent chance! Kimmich. Marmoush.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Cafu. Now, can they get him away? That's a good ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Selangor are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And he was alert to it. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there, the final ball.
Oh, just a keeper now! Now, who's going to be first to this? Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Ibrahimovic, and he's got away from it. Tries a shot! He's got a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but...
Oh, what has happened here? Batistuta. Here's a sharp little ball here. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Oh, super ball. Oh, robust challenge. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Rooney makes a dash for it. Well, that pass isn't the best. Lovely pass, but can he get there? They get a throw in. Rijkaard. It's a good spell of possession this. Chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Shevchenko actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game. Rivaldo plays it short. He's dealt with that really well. Selangor have the chance to go the other way. And he shoots! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
So, third corner of the game. Bastoni is there, and he can get that clear. It's a loose touch, and the ball is anyone's. Pinches it off him. Ball's gone out of play. And it's Zanetti. Shevchenko. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Selangor are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Kimmich. Rivaldo. Cafu gets across to intercept that. Ødegaard. Marmoush. He shifted it to the flank. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, nicely intercepted. Bastoni getting forward. Ødegaard. Looking to play him in, and this is Roberto Carlos. Rijkaard attempts a clearance, and he's quick to snatch it back. Ibrahimovic with 2 goals already to his name. Kimmich. Roberto Carlos cuts out the pass. Chance here to counter. Ødegaard. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
A rocky start, to say the least.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. Away we go again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Played out towards the right wing. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he's managed to get rid. Kelantan have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers, and they can keep it up late into a game too.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Marmoush. Cafu.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
It's a pretty loose pass. Aims beyond the defence. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Van Basten unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Ødegaard. Roberto Carlos. Knocks it into space.
You can never be short of runners in the space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Van Basten. Now it's Batistuta. Now this could be a chance. It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
So their fourth corner of the game. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Rooney. Rivaldo. Batistuta. And it's Roberto Carlos.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Marmoush. Now it's Van Basten. Deftly away. And that's been won straight back. And here's Batistuta. And that could set him on his way.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
It's Kimmich. And here's Batistuta. Rooney, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Oh, played through for the wide man. Ibrahimovic. De Jong tries to clear. And that is well cleared. Kimmich. Now it's Batistuta. Now that's well seen too. 75 minutes played. Nicked it back promptly. And here's Van Basten. De Jong. De Jong running with intent. Now it's Van Basten. Van Basten! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Well, it wasn't to be this time, but that should add to his level of confidence, something they can really do with at the moment.
Havertz clears it away. Kelantan are looking to go forward now. Taken back almost at once. That's tidy. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
Marmoush with a real chance here. This then an ideal chance to cut the deficit. Marmoush! Fantastic from Marmoush! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Back to within one! Interesting! A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Just one in it now.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Nicely weighted ball. Batistuta receives it in a good position here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Selangor really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Always onto this. Ødegaard. And it's Roberto Carlos. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
Has been indicated.
And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. And he has shown him a yellow card. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here.
Substitution in progress.
Time for a change in personnel. It's anyone's. That's another chance! And he's heaved it away. 2 minutes to be added on. And it's Rijkaard. Delivers with whip. And the keeper gets his hands on it. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Well, this is one boy from Croxteth who, so far as club football goes, has achieved just about everything. English football has rested on his broad shoulders for nigh on 2 decades. It is, of course, the modern great that is Wayne Rooney.
Yeah, and without question, one of England's old...
Tries a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
And it's Batistuta. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
The ball has bounced loose now. Cafu. This is a promising build-up. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now.
And Batistuta! And he couldn't finish.
Oh, he's done so well then. Almost the perfect link-up. There was a split second there for the perfect finish too. Shame he didn't take it.
Zanetti. Shevchenko. Kimmich. Cafu. That is good alertness. Cafu. Quarter of an hour played. And he's worked it through. Real chance! And he's done it! There was to be only one outcome.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
The first breakthrough.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this.
Towering header! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Selangor are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And this is Batistuta. No, he's not getting his way this time. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Marmoush having a look.
Well, I think they could do with making this count, especially from here.
That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
And this is Rooney, and he's got the beating of his man. Has crossed into the middle. Oh, important interception. Ødegaard. Now it's Batistuta.
Selangor are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And he's picked out the run. And a chance! Van Dijk clears it away. Now there's a... And the shot! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Marmoush cuts out the pass. Cafu pressing high and with purpose. Ødegaard. Now it's Batistuta. He's going for goal! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
In by Rooney. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Great vision. In by header! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Bastoni. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Now the ball in. And he's taking no chances there. Can he finish? And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Zanetti. Can he get on the end of this? Rooney has the space to scheme. And here's Rooney. Zanetti thinks about the shot. Chance! Kimmich. Marmoush.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And it's Batistuta. And here's Ødegaard. Roberto Carlos, a true great in every sense of the word. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. And that is the end of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Selangor unable to get back
So
onto
that was
level
the
terms
first
before
half.
half-time.
We
They
believe
trail
the boys
1-0.
can turn it around.
Well, for
Of
me,
course
Peter,
they will.
things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to shoot!
Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Kelantan have the chance to go the other way. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Roberto Carlos. He's a sharp little ball here. He's found space here. Getting up there! And yes, it's there! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
De Ligt cuts it out. De Ligt makes the interception. Quality ball. He's being urged to shoot. Kimmich.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Short changes him with that pass. Rivaldo. Distributed tidily.
He'll be disappointed with that. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Ødegaard. No foul, says the referee. And there's his chance to lead the counter. That pass has been well intercepted. Marmoush. And it's Ødegaard. Spread to the right. And here's Batistuta. Look at the space. He's had a shot! Oh, it's hit the post. Oh, he's having a go! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
And they've got a throw. Not the most accurate pass. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Kimmich. Can he get it through? And this is Shevchenko. Now, can they get him away? Now, can he find a finish? There's the header! And it's there! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Kelantan find a position of real strength now. Crosses it in. A header! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. It's a pretty loose pass. Batistuta. Well, that pass isn't the best. Zanetti eases the ball away from him. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Batistuta purring through the gears.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
And he is slightly undercooked that. He's having a shot! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper.
Kelantan Certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
And now a sudden chance to counter. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Looking for a runner. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Now that's well seen too.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
And the pass is intercepted. The final 5 minutes. Gives it back. And this is Batistuta. And it's skewed away. And here's Batistuta. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cleared away. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Now it's Kimmich. Marmoush. Cafu. Cross from Caf. Impressive job.
Has been indicated.
No, he didn't quite meet it right. No, he's not getting past him there. The referee's awarded a free kick. Cafu. And here's Rooney. Rivaldo.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Selangor cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off.
Unlucky, lads.
Your reflections then, Jim.
Selangor desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We're up and running then. And this is Roberto Carlos. And now they can clear their lines. Not the most accurate pass. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, he may be a player who we still haven't worked out what his best position is, but I still think that this fella, Kai Havertz's role, will be quite big. He initially played a little deeper before he arrived in England, but once he came to England, he tended to be played as a centre-forward, and it made it difficult for him. I mean, he wasn't attuned to that position, but now he's grown into it, and things are beginning to work.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. And this is Roberto Carlos. Selangor couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Kelantan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Ødegaard. Looking for the run. Oh, that's a key interception. It's a pretty loose pass. Zanetti. And the shot! Goal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Kelantan have fired themselves in front.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now, can they get him away? And here's Batistuta. Selangor are behind here, despite... Oh, shooting chance! Oh, good finish! And once more we are all square. You score, we score!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
He's had a shot! And that's a sharp finish! Into the lead once more! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
And he's done it again, he's got his second. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. He won't be happy with that one. Well, that looks a decent ball. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ødegaard. Now it's Batistuta. Looking to play him in. And it's Batistuta. Batistuta! And no mistake. And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So again, we have parity.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Van Dijk has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. Cech gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Marmoush gets a good foot in there. And it's Roberto Carlos, looking for options for movement. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Shot could be on. Now, who's going to be first to this? Rijkaard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. De Ligt. Ball's out once more. And that's definitely not his best. He's a sharp little ball here. Kimmich is wide and looking to get onto this. And he can clear it away.
This is the time you need that pace.
And the pass is intercepted. Rooney, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Played out wide. That's the end of the first 45. Selangor are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
Well, it has been a high-octane first half, full of action, both sides with 2 goals going in at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Nice-looking ball. Kimmich. Marmoush. Roberto Carlos. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. De Ligt has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles.
Well, he pushed his luck to the very limit, and the refs just lost patience with him.
Oh, good spread. Rooney has it in a wide position. And he's gone backward here. Oh, this looks sharp. Now, what about a counter-attack? Batistuta. Good take, and it's shot, surely! And again! Goal! And they're back in front! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
Kelantan have their lead.
Selangor clearly are trying to mix things up here.
Can he finish? That's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Selangor with the corner, they're first. Rijkaard clears it away. Cafu plays it in. And that should get the job done. And it's Roberto Carlos. Oh, sweet feet. Van Dijk deals with that comfortably.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Rijkaard. And this is Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. It's gone out for a throw-in. Roberto Carlos makes the interception. Marmoush. Oh, it's Van Basten. Cafu. Dink through. And he was quick to react. Zanetti. Ibrahimovic, whose purpose now is to complete a hat-trick. Aims beyond the defence. Kimmich. Rijkaard. Oh, super! Batistuta! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Looks across and plays it in. Cafu. Lovely ball. It's Van Basten! And there's a goal. They've done it again. It is incredible.
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Quite a game this, all square again.
Selangor really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
And he's there to get it away. Out for a throw. Tries a deft little ball.
Kelantan clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Cafu gets a foot in here. Oh, well played, well sorted out. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is...
Oh, good effort! Incredible! Just incredible! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! Certain, searing and imperious.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Number 10.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Time for a change in personnel. Kelantan now on the verge of victory. Save for a few potentially hectic final moments.
Well, what an end to the game, Peter. But now comes the overwhelming question. How long is there left, including stoppages?
Cafu gets it away. Out of play for a throw.
Substitution on the field. Number 14, Ødegaard.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple.
Country. There will be 5 minutes
His positioning was spot on. Now it's Shevchenko. Bastoni cuts it out. Palmer. Pedri. And it's Kimmich.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
5 minutes to add. Ibrahimovic.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
It's been cut out, well played. Kimmich. And that's it. Well, this was a game they could so easily... Final thoughts, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence, and I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.